Hi, everyone. I think that we are live. This is Kelsey with Makin Wellness. First and foremost, happy first day of May. I hope all of you watching are doing and feeling well. I'm here to talk to you today about coping with anger. We all know what anger is and what it feels like. It's a typical human emotion that sometimes we just need better help understanding. The key to control your anger before it controls you. So we're going to talk through 5 steps to learn how to do exactly that. The first step is understanding your triggers. Recognizing your triggers is really something that only you can do. Learning to understand these triggers and what they mean can help us become more aware of when these feelings might begin to arise and what feelings might begin to arise. Understanding what triggers you and what gets you going is truly the first goal of comprehending this cycle. The second step is to learn the symptoms. Anger can take different forms and it can come out through many different ways. The mind and body are connected, and we know by now that our emotions clearly affect our bodies. By practicing proper self-awareness, we can use these signals from our bodies to alert our mind to what is going on. So some of these symptoms of anger are rapid heart rate, racing thoughts, thoughts of revenge, muscle tension and headaches, yelling and arguing, clenched fists, physical aggression, and increase in body temperature. Every one of us has felt at least one of these symptoms. The key is to notice which one of these symptoms gets brought up in you. The third step is to know your anger. So, as we said, anger looks different for different people. Some people are more likely than others to lash out or lose their anger when their anger takes over. But you may not necessarily fit this description. I apologize. I meant lose their temper when their anger takes over. But again, you may not necessarily fit this description. Anger for you may simply be fleeting annoyance, but maybe it happens more frequently than you would like it to. It can really help to understand what anger looks and feels like within you. Once you have become more mindful of how your anger manifests, you will be able to more clearly see what triggers it. The fourth step is to get some fresh air and breathe. In some situations, our feelings of anger take over and there's little we can do to stop it. If you feel like you might lose your temper, it's okay to leave the room, take a second to be alone, and sit with the way that you feel. This also applies to a lesser version of anger as well. We don't have to wait to be on the verge of a temper to recognize that we're angry. Right when we feel the anger begin to overwhelm us, we can connect to our breath. Breath affects us physiologically and psychologically. It diverts our attention from our thoughts, and it has been clinically proven to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which then in turn lowers our heart rate, which then in turn obviously relaxes us. It's imperative to remember that it is never too late to breathe. The last and final step is to get support. Whether your anger is getting too hard to handle or you simply want to learn more about this emotion, we can talk about it. Get support so you can begin to feel better, but maybe even more importantly, get support so you can begin to know and understand who you are. Makin Wellness has online anger management and counseling services. Issues with anger is one of our specialties. That is all I have for you. And thank you for listening, guys. Have a good day.